from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
We got 4. We got 4.
Up the middle with Eckler. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. It's a gain of 34.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. So we've come upon halftime here. Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Here's J.K. Scott now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, it's Tony. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A 62-yard punt return. And the Chiefs extend their lead yet again. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Got his man. It's Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Mahomes on the bootleg, eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Running on 1st down, Eckler able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. So a little extra time to ponder this third and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and goal, try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Eckler. And Eckler will not get there. At the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. Now Gray. Oh, look at the juke. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for KC. 41 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
And he will get into the end zone.